It's finally here. The reunion between Michael Scott and Jim Halpert in a live-action version of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends with Deadpool? This better be good. Hey movie buffs, I'm Jack Benner and welcome to my review of If. If is a new family film directed by John Krasinski, and this film stars Kaylee Fleming, Ryan Reynolds, and a huge, stacked voice cast that includes Steve Carell, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, and many others to list. Our main character is Bee, played by Kaylee Fleming, and she discovers she has the ability to see everyone's imaginary friends, or ifs for short. With the help of her neighbor, Cal, played by Ryan Reynolds, they work together to reconnect ifs with their forgotten kids. After how much I loved both Quiet Place movies, and John Krasinski did an absolutely fantastic job crafting two intense, suspenseful, survival horror movies, and I'm curious to see how A Quiet Place Day 1 goes without him directing this June, which I can't wait for. That looks great. I really hope John Krasinski comes back to direct part 3. After those two films, I was really looking forward to seeing more from John Krasinski as a director. I was interested hearing about this project because I wanted to see how John Krasinski would handle the concept of imaginary friends. And after many other films or TV shows focusing on imaginary friends, what would Krasinski do here to make it stand out? And when I saw the trailer, I was liking what I was seeing. From the cast, which is amazing, and it looked like a promising and fun family film. And despite the mixed reviews I was hearing, I went into If Thursday night with an open mind, hoping for a fun time here. And now that my review is here, I am on the side that enjoyed If. Not without its flaws, to which I'll get to, but I found this to be an entertaining, heartfelt, and charming family film, and as well as a solid effort from John Krasinski. Let's start with the pros. First thing I definitely want to give credit to, the visual effects work on the ifs are fantastic. I love the unique designs of the ifs with the childlike imaginations. The different sizes, colors, personalities are all very impressive visual effects work. And another thing to praise are the performances. They're all great here. Starting with Kaylee Fleming, and she gave a great child performance here. She's charming and endearing and also nails the maturity of the character and also the childlike imagination later. And there are some dramatic scenes in the third act I was very impressed by. She did an excellent job in those scenes. After this, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what movie she does next, because I think her future as an actress is very bright. And she also shares great chemistry with Ryan Reynolds, who have such great banter with each other. And Ryan Reynolds is his usual funny and charismatic self. And one of the things I like about Ryan Reynolds is seeing his different abilities in comedy, whether that would be the sarcastic and snarky side with Deadpool. And that reminds me, 2 months until Deadpool and Wolverine, I can't freaking wait, let's go! Or the naive and lovable protagonist like in Free Guy, which I enjoyed him in. And here, it was interesting to see him playing someone more reluctant and frustrated. And Reynolds sells that very well, and also does a good job with a bit of the physical comedy as well. Now as the voice cast for the ifs, Steve Carell is funny and lovable as one imaginary friend Blue, although he is purple, but his kid is colorblind. And naming off the voice cast for some of the ifs here we go. We got Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Emily Blunt, Matt Damon, Sam Rockwell, Richard Jenkins, Bradley Cooper, Keegan-Michael Key, Awkwafina, and so many others. This cast is huge. And if there's actually one if that was my favorite, and that would be the late great Louis Gossett Jr. voicing Louis, who is this one elderly if that's a teddy bear. I love the scenes involving him, they were very heartfelt. And sadly, Louis Gossett Jr. passed away this year. So if this is his final film role, this was a great final film role for him. Rest in peace to a fantastic Oscar-winning actor. Next positive, Michael Giacchino's score here is fantastic. It's both emotional and whimsical, and it continues to show why Michael Giacchino is one of the best film composers. Up, War for the Planet of the Apes, The Batman, Star Trek, so many others. Michael Giacchino is a terrific composer. And what I liked the most about If was this film had a really good heart at its center. I can tell this was both a personal and emotionally resonant film for John Krasinski from what I've heard, and it does have a really good message about not letting go of who or what you love the most no matter how old you are, and that it's okay to move on. And I really like how the film presents and handles that message in a way that's more resonant and potent, and without coming across as cheesy or sentimental. I think it does hit the right notes. Oh, and before you do go see this movie, I did hear a few people sniffling during the third act of this movie, so before you go, you might want to bring these. And not gonna lie, there were a few heartfelt moments in this movie that I was like, aw. Sadly, I do have a few flaws with this movie. I will get to the cons right now. First, while this movie did have me laughing a couple times, there were a few jokes that didn't quite stick that landing and kind of do fall flat. Like Amy Schumer voicing a gummy bear that farts in one scene. Yeah. And second, probably my biggest issue, this film is pretty predictable. There were a few things I saw coming. And there is one twist in the film involving Ryan Reynolds. I'm not going to give it away since this film just came out, no spoilers. And not going to lie, I kind of had a feeling of what it was going to be, and it didn't quite have that like shock factor that I was like, wow, I didn't see that coming. I was just like, yeah, I had a feeling. And last issue, I would have liked to see more of the ifs and a bit more of the world building, other than one great scene where Bea lets her imagination unleash, leading to a great dance scene. I wish I could have seen a bit more of the ifs and more of their world, because I was just interested by them, and I do wish some of them could have been given a bit more to do. To sum up, while it's not without its predictable moments and a few things I would have liked to see more of, If is a breezy, charming, and heartwarming family film that's visually impressive, has a great voice cast from both the live action and voice actors, and mostly it's got a good heart and message at its center. I would definitely recommend this movie to you if you're fans of John Krasinski, whether that would be The Office or A Quiet Place films or 13 Hours he was also good in. And if you're looking forward to seeing how he would handle the concept of imaginary friends, definitely give this movie a chance. Or if you're looking for a fun family film to go see at the movies this summer, you got it here. Kids and adults will enjoy this movie. It's got humor, heart. I think they'll enjoy it. I'm continuing to be impressed by John Krasinski's versatility as a director, from horror films to family films, and whether that would be A Quiet Place Part 3, to which I'm excited for, or something else he has in store, I'm looking forward to seeing what John Krasinski does next as a director. And now to grade it, I'm going to give If 3.5 stars out of 5, a B. I can see why this film has been receiving mixed reviews, but I'm on the side that came out enjoying this movie, and it put a smile on my face. So I would like to hear from you guys. What do you guys think of If you have seen it? Do you agree, disagree with my review? Or if you haven't seen it, are you interested in checking out the film or not? Let me know down below. Did you enjoy hearing my thoughts on this movie and want to see more reviews like this in the future? If yes, please hit that like and subscribe button if you're new here, and don't forget that notification bell for my next upload in the future. It really means a lot. And all my social media links are in the description down below. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And if you want to see any more of my written reviews, I do have a letterboxd as well, so definitely follow me on there. And until the next video, I'm Jack Benner, and look forward to another movie review.